Oh, Bonjour. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a podcast about Ojibwe language, Ojibwe culture, Ojibwe stories, Ojibwe wisdom, Ojibwe... No. And Joan Frame. Mino Giga Jabe. Joni, how you doing? I wish I had a gold star I could give you. It's nice to see you out here this morning. John Redcorn. Mino Giga Jabe. How you doing, brother? John's a Niji. He's a brother. Joan's a Nij Ikwe. Nij Ikwe. She's a brother, only a lady brother. Oh, why am I like this? You ever ask yourself that? Why do I do what I do? Why do I say the stupid things that I say? Why do I think the stupid thoughts that I will do? I'm first. Ta-da! Ta-da! You know, yeah, there's a cool Ojibwe word. Maja tada. Maja tada. It means beginning. When you're first, when you're in the beginning, maja tada. It's like, ta-da! But some of us, we're not at the beginning anymore. If you're a little guy watching this show, you're at the beginning of the race. You know, some of us have walked this path many moons. I'm not sure when I'm going to really crank the elder talk to 10. Like, I don't have any kids. And so I don't have any grandkids. I think when you have grandkids, then everybody kind of recognizes you as an elder. You're like, yeah, shut up. I'm not listening to anybody else. I'm an elder. I got grandchildren, all right? I paid my dues. But when you don't have kids and you don't have grandkids, in a way, you can kind of feel like you're stuck in perpetual teenager, perpetual preteen. You know, back in the days of the grandfathers, we used to have rites of passage. We would, we'd have ceremonies and what do they call that? When the elders would come and bring the boys into the woods and they'd put them on a vision quest. It's like a rites of passage, initiation. We used to have initiations into adulthood. You know, the elders would come, take the boys and bring them out in the woods, test their courage, their strength, their endurance. They tell them stories, teach them how to be a man. Or also just, take them, pine cone picking or blueberry picking or something. Just spend time with the boys. But there come a time, sometimes a boy would earn a feather when he's about to become a man. You never know when it's going to happen. Could be when you're 12, 13. Some Indian families will have like special ceremonies when the boy kills his first deer. They'll have a big feast. They call it rites of passage. Yeah, thank you, John. Rites of passage. In the old way, we had good rites of passage. And, the women had rites of passage too. When a little girl would have her first moon, she would the elder ladies would take her aside and, depending on your community's customs, some people, they separate the girls and have them fast and do a sweat and smudge down and sing songs and stuff like that. And ladies would come in and tell them stories. All right, here's what you want to avoid in men. But kids knew when they would have to. It's like, all right, put away your toys now. You're not a little kid anymore. Today you became a man. Let's go. Say goodbye to your childhood. That was fun being a kid, but now you're a man. Well, nowadays, you got grown men playing with, stuffed animals and playing pretend in their little studio apartments and drawing cartoons, singing songs like a child. That old Michael Lyons, I mean, he's doing the same stuff he did when he was 7. But we still, in my life, a lot of our rites of passage are dangerous party stuff. The first time you get drunk, that was a rite of passage in LaPorte. Come on, we're going to the drive-in theater. Your older brother and his buddies sneak you in a trunk of a car, give you some Michelob bottled beer that you drink out of with a straw because you're still a child, watching whatever movie, get just hammered. Getting drunk the first time, there's a rite of passage for modern boys. Getting into a fight the first time, that's a terrifying rite of passage. I've heard it said you're not a man unless you've either been in a fight or you either beat up somebody, got beat up. Yeah, you one of both. Broke a heart and had your heart broken. Those are rites of passage. You're not a real man until you really you got to get humiliated. That's a rite of passage too. Boys, if you ever get beat up, don't feel bad about that. Getting beat up builds more character than beating up somebody. Okay. And breaking somebody's heart, that's a tough one. I know I've disappointed people probably. I don't know if I've ever broken a heart. I've had people stop liking me, stop loving me. Did I break their heart? I don't know. I've had my heart broken, I'll tell you that much. When you turn a teenager in my family, you have to become a man. Just right at 13, they're like, here's your man card. Welcome to adulthood. I'm not buying your clothes anymore. It seemed like in my town, boys became men at 18. Their parents kind of kicked them out of the house, turned their back on them. They're like, yeah, okay, you graduated and you're 18. There's the door. I'm turning your bedroom into a knitting room or something. That's my sewing room now. You no longer have a bedroom in this house, young man. Go make your own way in the world. And it wasn't just me. It was like all my friends. You're 18. Get out. How are you going to pay rent? That's not my problem. Join the Marines, I guess. Go risk your life. The guys in my class who joined the Marines, they became men pretty young. The girls who had kids, they became women, but, women only get so old. you know. Well, women get old. They just don't really grow up. Sorry, Joan. Except for Joan. Joan's a wise warrior woman. But have you fellas noticed that I was just watching one of these body cam cop shows where you get to see a cop, arresting people from his body cam point of view. And he pulls over an 80-year-old woman. She's drunk. And he's like, good evening, ma'am. May I see your license, please? And she turns into a full-blown Karen. What? What'd I do? What'd I do? What? I didn't do anything. And was resisting arrest and just made everything worse. But it was like she was an 80-year-old. It was like she was a 15-year-old girl in a 80-year-old body. And you go, really? After all these years, you still feel entitled and you're all emotional and you can't be reasoned with and you take no responsibility. You were drunk driving, lady, and you got busted. Face the music. Nope. I'm 80. I'm going to make this way worse than I have to. Come on. But I think a lot of us, especially Gen Xers, man, we're plagued with the stupid eternal youth culture. We grew up with Van Halen and we're the first generation to start to just jump into plastic surgery, liposuction, tummy stapling, just anything to not look old. Coloring your hair. The only people that colored their hair back in the day would have been old ladies. They want to change their white hair to blue for some reason. That would be in a church lady. Hey, look, that lady's got blue hair for some reason. We didn't think, oh, here comes a feminist. No, it's an old lady. But that same lady I saw in a cop, 80 years old and she's covered in makeup. I'm like, who's that for? You're 80. You think you're fooling anybody? Red lipsticks, eyeliner, rouge. You could tell she spent money on her hairdo. It's like, why? Because we can't handle, I don't want to look old. No, don't let me look my own age. Because being young is so awesome. Remember that when I was young? Because, like you weren't miserable. I'm never going to color my hair or get Botox. I'm going to age gracefully and I'm going to look like the Crypt Keeper before this is all over. I'll have long, stringy gray hair, bald on top, skin falling off my skull like Mick Jagger. I want to look old when I'm old. I'm going to look like an old wizard. I'm going to walk around with if I need a cane, I'm not going to use a cane. I'm going to use a walking staff. Like I'm Grendel or whoever that guy is from Lord of the Rings. Grow out a beard. It's as long as my hair. I want to look like Father Time when I'm old. I don't care. What I think? I'm going to get a young girl? Oh, I had no idea you were an old fart. What with that black hair coloring? You had me fooled. Anyhow, all this talk of buses. I'll let Joan, I got to back up. They call it rites of passage. Yeah, that's what they still do. When you turn, okay. Anyhow, all this talk of buses. I am doing my lesson plans for September, December. I wonder if we can come to an estimate to show time daily. And boys, I drive to school myself on my Harley. Cool. With the helmet. Hey, Wally Bear's here. BOOZHOO, Wally Bear. Seems like there was a lot of sewing rooms that became rooms when you turned 18. Yeah, suddenly all their moms wanted to take up sewing. What are you going to do? What are you, an Amish mom now? You're going to make my trousers for me? You stayed in school or you moved out? I stayed in school. Yeah, I think that's what kept a lot of us in school. So, why? Yeah. Nanaboozhoo looks like the Goblin King. You mean Jareth? David Bowie? Turn back, Sarah. Turn back before it's too late. Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. I almost don't want to watch it again because it's probably not as good as I remember it. You know. Rocky still stands up. I watched that a few months ago. The first Rocky, and I was like, yep, just like the first time I saw it. The whole movie is one meme, one cliche. Everyone knows every moment. I could act alongside Rocky if I wanted to. But I watched it from start to finish. Just sitting in my living room, enjoying it on YouTube. And, you know, was crying by the end. Was inspired all over again. You know, Rocky stands the test of time. A lot of that other stuff I remember fondly. Like, have you guys ever watched Magnum P.I. as a grown-up? Hikes, is that stupid? It's like, why was this popular? Even Seinfeld. Seinfeld doesn't seem that long ago. But you watch it now and it's like, it's pretty bad. It's not funny. There's a laugh track. It's real. You'd have to be from the 90s to really appreciate it. But some stuff stays as good as one of the first time you saw it. Paul Stanley's solo album is like that. But what? Yeah, I know I bring up Kiss every time. Beneshiag, birds. That's not racist. You are birds. Bird isn't a race. It's a species. Yeah. Well, why don't you go back where you came from? No. I'm going to go in. See what I was going to put out my tobacco and stuff, but yeah. I kind of miss my old lady. I want to know what that Natasha's doing right now. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. BOOZHOO! Hey, sweetie. Well, hi, Nanaboozhoo. What are you doing? I'm out here in the woods with the BOOZHOO crew, talking about nothing. Oh, you ready to come in? Yeah, could you pick me up? You got it. Hang on, I'm going to scan for your coordinates, okay? All right. It might tickle. Now get out of here. And that's 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. No. Hey, baby doll. Oh, hi. How you doing? I'm doing great. Oh, wow, you look cute. Oh, get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented Natasha. BOOZHOO! Gakita Awia. Hello, everybody. Oh, look over here. If it isn't the string bean. Hey. Rockstar cartoonist Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO Niji. Say hello, buddy. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. And today, on BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Sweetie, you got to call it line 2. Oh, really? Yeah. All right. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Hello, NANABOOZHOO. It's me, Tonto. Johnny Depp? I would prefer it if you used my Indian name, Tonto. Hey, how you doing, Tonto? Well, hi, Tonto. Hello, Natasha. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? My heart, it soars like an eagle. Awesome. So what's going on? Well, I wanted to learn the Ojibwe word of the day. For you see, I have decided to walk the path of the true human being. I am walking the red road. Hey, that's awesome. You finally quit drinking? No. Oh, I enjoy drinking fire water every day and snorting cocaine. So how are you going to walk the red road and live a good life if you're a alcoholic and a drug addict? Well, if I learn the Ojibwe language and I pray to the Creator, then I will indeed find my true path. All right, fair enough. Here's something you can say. Here's a little prayer, Johnny. You can call me Tonto. Tonto. All right. Here's how you get started. You go out, bring some tobacco. You can pack a bowl if you want and puff on a pipe, or you can do like Natasha and I. We just grab a little pinch of tobacco and say a prayer, then sprinkle it on the ground. Grow a tobacco plant, I guess. Yeah. But first thing I do is I say hello. So if you want to say hello, Great Spirit, you say, BOOZHOO, Gitchimanadu. BOOZHOO, Gitchimanadu. That's hello, Great Spirit. Yep. And then I offer my tobacco and I say, please accept my tobacco. Daga o dapanan niwi asema. Daga o dapanan niwi asema. Yep. And that means, please accept my tobacco. Yep. And then I thank him for everything that he does. I say, thanks for everything that you do. Miigwech ga iji ga kina geku. Ga iji chikean nungum. Miigwech ga iji ga kina geku. Ga iji chikean nungum. Yeah. I've never heard it pronounced quite so cool, but yeah. You've taught me so much, NANABOOZHOO. I am truly in your debt. Well, if you really feel that way, you can become a Patreon subscriber. I do not have the white man's money any longer. What? Yes, I spent it all up on wine. Shut up. If you want to become a subscriber to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, click the link in our description box. $25 a month. I'll send you a coffee cup, and you can drink wine out of that.
You serious?
Yes, I'm serious. J. Jonah Jameson. I know. Well, I will indeed become a Patreon member, for I want to walk the red road. Yeah, if you really want to walk the red road, here's my advice. Sign up on Patreon. You've given me so much to think about, NANABOOZHOO. But I must go. How can I say goodbye in Ojibwe? Well, we don't really say goodbye, Tonto. We say, Gigawaba Min, Minowa. Gigawaba Min, Minowa. I will see you again, Nanaboozhoo. Gigawaba Min, Minowa, Tonto. And Gigawaba Min, Minowa, Natasha. Okay. Johnny Depp. He goes by Tonto now. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of sick of having to respect everybody's nicknames and personal pronouns. What do you mean? Everybody in Hollywood, oh, I got a new name now. That's not even my real name. Now I go by, ooh. And you're like, just what's your real name? What did your mom name you? Oh, call me, I don't know. Pick your celebrity. Donald Trump isn't even that's not even his real name. Paul Stanley, that's not his name. Stanley Eisen, yeah. Why does everybody change their name? It's not up to us to choose a name. Somebody else is supposed to name us. Johnny. Oh, I'm Tonto now. Oh, really? Says who? Did you go through a ceremony? Did you go to give tobacco to a medicine man? I doubt it. I really doubt it, what's his name? Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp. If that is your real name, which I doubt. Why are you getting so upset? I don't know. It's Monday. Feeling all aggressive. Where the hell is Jim Dunn? He's here. Oh. Hello, Jim. I was getting kind of agitated. I didn't know if you'd be here today. It's Jim Dunn. Miigwechka Iji Bamadaziyan. Thank you for my life, says Jim. Kimosabe. Exactly. Calling everybody Kimosabe. What is that? Is that, Bigfoot gets cancer and they give him Kimosabe? That's a cancer joke and a Bigfoot joke. Yeah. Wally Bear says, I traded my Camaro for a Mustang. Dang, that's a sweet car. While I was at it, I traded my Harley for an R7 and a Yamaha Banshee. Oh, I thought this was the beginning of a joke. And then I traded my wife for whatever. Got a Mustang. Those are the coolest cars. Yeah, they are. Mustang Sally. You're Mustang Dan. You would think that was the greatest song ever written if you were to go by every bar band who ever played live. I know. Every band in the world plays that stupid song. Yeah. Mustang Sally. And nobody goes home and says, you know what song I haven't heard in a long time? Mustang Sally. I'm going to dig out my old records. Where is that? I want to listen to Mustang Sally. Oh, Mustang Sally, you better slow your row down. And, yeah. Although I really miss playing in a bar band. Really? I don't miss the audiences. It's a shame that alcoholics who actually go to those depressing bars are the only people who, actually not anymore, thanks to this show. Huh, Michael? What do you mean? Because the show, you get to play some of your songs and that. Yeah, it's been great. I actually prefer sharing my songs with YouTube over playing live. Is that right? You want to sing Operator? Yeah, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, got a very special song today. This is Michael Lyons playing the Jim Croce classic, Operator. Operator, can you help me place this call? See, the number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in LA with my best old ex-friend Ray, a guy that she said she knew once but almost hated. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Now let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it, and I can call just to tell him I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, 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 no. Operator, can you help me place this call? I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eye, you know that happens every time I think about the love that I thought would save me. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Now let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, and I can call just to tell him I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, no, no. Operator, let's forget about this call. There's no one there I really needed to talk to. Thank you for your time. You've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Now let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it, and I can call just to tell him I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, no, no. That's not the way it feels. No, no, no. Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons.
Play something much easier.
Oh, I love that song, but it always bums me out.
Yeah, me too.
Operator! But I'm not gonna deconstruct it again. I talked about it already. BOOZHOO! Gakida awia. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Yeah. Why? What was our show called today? Why am I like this?
You know, I don't even remember. I think it is.
Why am I like this? Yep. Why am I like this, sweetie?
Absolutely perfect.
Nah. Oh, you. Why are you like the way you are? Why do we behave in the way we do? I think it's interesting. I've been thinking about this. Um, there's a lot of influence people have. It's like, oh, I'm my culture. I grew up on a reservation and blah blah blah. So therefore, by the time I grew up, I was, that informed my, development. But you'll have like kids from the same family eat the same food, watch the same TV shows, hear the same music, go to the same school. One goes off and becomes type A banker guy, conservative family man, Christian. The other guy becomes crazy rock and roll singer. Totally different personalities. You know what? Maybe I should go outside and do an Auntie Natasha's moment of wisdom for the kids.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I kind of need to pray and ask Creator to help me speak well.
All right.
I'm going to step outside for a second.
Okay, hang on. Let me see. And that's 1 to teleport.
Yep, just me.
And you got to say, make it so.
Oh, and make it so, number 1. No. BOOZHOO, Benashayag. Hello, birds. How are you today? Oh, Nanaboozhoo? Yeah. Well, what are you telling me for? The birds are annoyed with Nanaboozhoo. I'm sure he was just trying to be funny. Listen, I gotta pray. I'm gonna teach something, for Auntie Natasha's moment of wisdom. Okay. All right. But let me get my Asema. Hello, great spirit. BOOZHOO, get your money do. Please accept my tobacco. Daga otapanan niwi asema. Thanks for everything that you do today. Miigwech ga iji kakinakeku. Ga iji chikean nungum. Please help me to speak well today. Daga witukawishan. Ando minawe nungum. Thanks for listening. Miigwech ga bisadawiag. Apayenge. So, what was I going to talk about? Why? Today's Auntie Natasha's moment of wisdom. Why am I the way I am? You might ask yourself, you may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. You may find yourself living in another part of the world. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Would you ever ask yourself, how did I get here to become the person I am? Good or bad? And growing up, everything is kind of about preparing for the future. Oh, you gotta pass your classes so you can graduate and go to college. Oh, what are you gonna major in? What do you like? What are you good at? And then you choose a job. Oh, what's my career? What kind of person am I? Am I a businesswoman? Am I a mom? Am I a homemaker? Am I a warrior? Am I a boss babe? What's my personality? What kind of person am I? What kind of man should I get? What kind of man do I deserve?
We ask all ourselves these questions. And especially when you're a kid, like a teenager, you try on different kind of... You ever notice, like, you might get a haircut, start wearing a certain kind of clothes, and you're like, hey, you know what? This is my new identity. I'm kind of a rock and roll leather jacket wearing girl. You could tell by my army boots. I don't kid around. And then the season will change, and pretty soon you're wearing pink. And you got, dresses on and stuff. And you're like, oh, I'm a little girly girl this year. Well, people are like that to a degree. Depending on whatever path you're on, people have, like, identities. When you get through school, depending on your major, lots of times, you can always tell the English majors in college, oh, they're wearing black and smoking cigarettes. They're so deep and brooding. Oh, here come the business majors. They're wearing ties to college. For some reason. Nice slacks. You'll probably be rich someday. Oh, here come this, whatever. The athletes. They wear a different kind of uniform. Everybody's got a uniform and identity. Why am I the way I am? Well, some of us think this is a problem. And I've suffered from this too. Some of us think that, number one, when you kind of go, well, what do you mean? Why am I this way? What is this way? Why am I so sad and scared and such a loser? Why do I have such low self-esteem and I can never win? That. Why am I that? And we kind of look at all the bad things that happened to us. And we go, oh, well, I was bullied in school and somebody called me fat. And so I became self-conscious about my weight. And then I became blah, blah, blah. And then I fell into the world of drugs because I was coerced by peer pressure, And people have a million kind of reasons why their lives are screwed up. Well, that's just a messed up way of thinking about yourself. Because that's just explaining all your bad things. What makes you you? Why do you like the kind of music you like? Even though you and your brother grew up in the same town, same family, same time, you like totally different kind of music. Why are you drawn to certain things? Why do some people learn the guitar? Why do some people draw? And some people don't? I don't know. But I think it has something to do with who we were even before we were born. Our souls. Ninja jog, my soul. The medicine wheel we were talking about the other day. You're not your body, because your body always changes. You wouldn't believe it by looking at me today. Don't look away. I'm just an old hag now. But when I was little, I used to be really cute. And I was short. And I weighed 50 pounds or whatever it was. And then I grew up. And my face changed. My bones changed. My hair changed. Everything changed. Every cell died and was, grew new cells or whatever, however that works. My body's always changing. So that's not really me. My brain, my memories are there, but the brain itself has changed. It's got new neural pathways, and new information, and new ideas, and, it's brainwashed. It's been indoctrinated by public schools. It's got that one song from the 80s. It churns over and over again. 99 dreams I have had. Now you have it. Or how about this one? We built this city. Just that. We built this city. 5 notes. That's in my brain. It wasn't there when I was a kid. And even your emotions, they change all the time. And your spirit, even your spirit changes. Some people, when they're young, they're spirited. They're excited. They're entertained. There's everything's like wild. Ooh, I'm like a little puppy. Lots of energy and spirit. It's not just physical. You have spirit. By the time you grow up, your spirit's been crushed. So it's not those 4 aspects. It's not physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. But it is your soul. Your soul. Who you really are. And I think that has to do with we all have a mission. Before we're born, Creator sits us down and says, okay, here you go. I'm sending you to Earth. These are going to be your parents. And, you know how you love to play music? Well, you're going to love what's in store for you here. But you're going to have challenges and da-da-da, do-do-do. But there's an essential soul of who you really are. And your job, your mission, is to figure that out. And then be true to it. Don't let your brain and your emotions and your body make you act like somebody you're not. I know that sounds funny coming from me. Michael Lyons acts like people who he's not every day. So I'm not sure what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying. There is a true you. Your likes, your dislikes, what's good, what you're good at. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you laugh, your expression. And your mission in life, your joy, your reason for living. Everybody's got a reason to live, baby. Everybody's got a dream and a hunger inside. Everybody's got a reason to live, but it can't be your love. No, it can't be your love, B'nai Young. I don't know what I'm saying. Why am I the way I am? Who am I? What's going on? Okay, here's my last word. My last little bit of Auntie Natasha's advice. And again, not for my elders, which it turns out there's more elders here than I even thought. Kids, I never give advice or pretend I know something that my elders don't. In our way, it's very rude to teach somebody older than you. It's okay if they ask you. It's very good to be helpful. And there's a lot of stuff young people know, especially about the computer, that elders don't. And that's fine. But I never, especially spiritual stuff or advice on how to, do something. I never give that to my elders. So when I'm giving advice, no, I'm just doing this for the kids. So what was my advice? Figure out who you are. No, I did the disclaimer. To have a happy life and to figure out what your purpose is, your reason for living. Your reason for living is just that. To figure out who you are, to be who you are, the real you. Not the you that's going to get you lots of guys. Not the you that's going to win popularity, whatever. The real you will probably attract good people. But your purpose in life is you're here to walk this earth, to be as authentic a human being as you can be, to walk in a humble way, not a humiliated way. You know, and your gifts are the things you love. This sounds really bad in a way. I'm not saying do what you want. Do what thou wilt shall be the law of the land is Satanism. Not that. But follow your love. Follow the things you love. Those are the things that define you. If you really love riding your bicycle, guess what? You're a bicycle rider. You're a long distance. That's a type of personality. And if you feel like doing it, that's the creator kind of telling you, yep, this is the path. Come this way. Come this way. You know, but you have to be careful because there's stuff you love that is part of your soul and part of your mission. And it might be music or art, or I can only think of creative stuff, but you know, the thing you love is the thing you're supposed to do. But we're living in a world that makes us think we love stuff that's terrible. I did it again yesterday. I went to the grocery store, bought some healthy food, and a box of peanut butter cookies with the little Reese's peanuts in it. Reese's peanut butter chips. And I brought it home and blah, blah, blah. You know. Before I had the healthy lunch, I ate a cookie. And I went, wow, I haven't had a cookie in a couple of weeks. And it gave me a headache. That sugar. It filled my throat with like goo and spit. It was gross. And yet, I had a second one. Remembering that, no, this makes me feel better. It's going to wake me up. Then I'm going to crash. I'm going to take a nap. When I woke up, I threw away the rest. Whether it's cookies or alcohol or cigarettes or weed or video games or buying stuff on Amazon or just, I have to go do this experience. I'll be happy if we can take a vacation to the whatever that's called. The Poconos. Because people aren't doing the things they love and the things their personality is kind of suited for them. They try to soothe their unhappiness with stuff. Food. That's a big one. There's not many of us that the Creator put here so we could just eat food. Oh, what do I love? I love chocolate cake. Well, yes, my daughter. Go to Earth and just eat as much chocolate cake as you can possibly stomach. Become 600-pound life. You know. But stuff will work out if you find your path, find your passion. You know what I'm saying, Francis? Lucky lady got herself a Porsche. What are you guys talking? Las Vegas is going to sink. Are you guys talking about the end of the world down here? What's Wally Bear? Michael's so skinny he stepped off the curb at Country Kitchen and he fell through the grate. Yeah, he is. Hey, Wally Bear. How you doing, buddy? Wally Bear is crazy to downgrade his rides. Now he won't be able to snag. That's the only way Wally Bear can get girls is by having a cool car. He's all like, hey, ladies, you like my Mustang? Hey, you, get into my car. No. We're going to party, Quilalo, fiesta forever. Come on and sing along. No. All right. Well, I better go on home. It's time we should be going. La-dee-dee-dum. Oh, God. Hey, hey. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep. Bonjour. Hey, sweetie.
Hey there, Natasha. You ready to come in?
Yeah, can you pick me up?
You got it. All right, scanning for your coordinates.
All right.
And 1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1. No.
Hey,
All right.
how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Did you put out your tobacco?
Yep, put away tobacco and clumsily tried to talk about why people are the way they are. I didn't really have much wisdom. And this has been your Auntie Natasha's moment of Nabwaka win. I forgot to say that.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
I don't know, man.
Hey, sweetie.
Yeah.
You got a call on line 2.
Line 2? Who could that be? Hello, caller. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air.
Natasha, it is I, the Count Van Count from Sesame Street.
Well, hi, Count. So nice to see you. What's going on?
I wanted to learn the Ojibwe word of the day.
Well, we were about to call it a show. You want to learn how to say, I will see you again?
But of course, for I love to watch the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. And I know, even though we may never see each other in person, I will see you again on the YouTube.
Yeah, that's probably true. Gigawaba min minawa.
Kika wapa min, minawa. I will see you again. Natasha. Your language, it is so beautiful. Kika wapa min, minawa. I love to speak Ojibwe language. I love to sing in Ojibwe. Niman waindam jihe ayan homa nun gum.
Was that singing?
Well, that was sort of speaking, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty good, though. You just said, I'm happy to be here today. Niman waindam G-A-I-N Homa Nungum in English means I'm happy to be here today.
That's all I wanted to say.
In Ojibwe. Available now at KTEL Records. The music, songs from the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast.
Yeah, it's a shame it's not the early 80s when we could have had a TV album.
Yeah. What was it like to be, a Muppet in the 70s?
Oh, I have to tell you, it was a glorious time. Ah. We had our own, they called it the Muppet Show.
You weren't on the Muppet Show.
Oh, that's right. What was I on?
You were on Sesame Street.
Yes, Sesame Street. Ah. You know, I got to sing with Billie Eilish.
Congratulations.
Yes, she was how you say, a bit creepy.
You thought Billie Eilish was creepy. Creepy.
Yes, I love how you roll your R's.
Yeah. Sometimes when you call, I roll my R's. Listen, I gotta go, Count.
Okay, I will see you again. Ki kawaba min, mina wa,
That counts, sweetie.
Yep.
Well, you want to add anything, Michael?
We remind them to give us thumbs up.
Oh, yeah. If you like the show, give us thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. You can join our BOOZHOO Crew membership channel for $5 a month, I think. $4.99 or something like that. Get exclusive content, behind the scenes with Michael Lyons, and what else?
Auntie Natasha's Moment of Wisdom.
Auntie Natasha's Moment of Wisdom, Bagheera cat videos.
Cat videos of Bagheera.
Kitty, 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 kitty. I don't know where she is.
I know, I do that too.
We've had Bagheera for 5-6 years now. A dude. But I still call him she because I can't get over the last princess.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Miigwech bizadawieg. And thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture too. What can you do? La di da di da, do 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 do, haka hoka hey. Don't know what to say. La 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 la. Nah.